Chiefs signing Hollywood Marquise Brown, as Tone Diggs of ESP News reported, to $11 million one-year deal to join Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce in the reigning back-to-back Super Bowl champions. This is like the most obvious Andy Reid signing of all time. Patrick Mahomes is pumped. He puts out a smiley face emoji. Andy Reid sending texts with winky emojis to Hollywood Brown.
The Chiefs do end up taking a wide receiver, and it is Xavier Worthy.
Wow.
Worthy gets into the first round, and he goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. That is something, man.
So I would now be absolutely petrified if I was Buffalo.
I cannot believe they just did this.
Xavier Worthy is more than just 4.21, right? That's what he's being known as right now. The fastest guy ever to run at the combine.
I can't
the
believe
new
Buffalo
record
just did
holder.
this.
He is so much more than that when you watch his tape.
Rookie minicamp for the Chiefs is officially over. And once again, they look like one of the scariest teams coming into, training camp, minicamp, in the start of next season. They look like they could actually three-peat here. Not only are they bringing back the number 2 defense in football last season, but now you add 2 more weapons for a guy like Patrick Mahomes and Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown. In this video, we're going to break down exactly why this offense is way better than they were last season. And quite frankly, that should terrify the NFL. But also, we're going to look at some rookie camp footage. We're going to break down some of that. But more importantly, we're going to go into the film of Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy and show you exactly what the Chiefs are getting here. Now, for some reason, the NFL and the NFL media and fan bases around the world love to write off a guy like Hollywood Brown. Now, in my eyes, I don't exactly see why. He's coming over here, pairing up with Patrick Mahomes and also Rees, right? And Travis Kelce. So not only do you need over-the-top help here with 2 deep safeties at all times because you have Hollywood, but now you have Xavier Worthy as well. I mean, this is going to be so tough to stop. And if you don't have 2 safeties over the middle, you're going to get cooked. And if you also do have 2 safeties over the middle, playing deep, right, deep drops, well, then Travis Kelce is going to eat the middle of the field, every single play. This offense is going to be so tough to stop. Now, this play specifically, just a go route, right? Now, the number one thing for quarterbacks, they need to be able to read the DBs. And Patrick Mahomes probably does it the best. On this play specifically, DB bites down just a little bit, leaving one-on-one coverage down at the bottom of your screen, drops back, and throws the football right away. Once you see the DB kind of locking in, jumping upwards, you throw that ball every single time. Now, it is a little bit of an overthrow, but do you see how the man beats him off the line right away? I mean, look at this. Boom, just go. Just go. There's nobody that is going to keep up with this man. And look at bad throw. Talk about how good Hollywood Brown would be looked at if some of these were completed. That could have been a 70-yard touchdown. Think about it. Another thing that's really scary here about this new look Kansas City Chiefs is they're kind of taking a little bit of what the Miami Dolphins did, bringing just a ton of speed. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane, right? Now on this play, we're going to get pre-snap motion, which sends number 20, with him. Right, we can tell this is man coverage, but the defense is in a certain, scheme where this guy right here is taking the inside threat. This guy is going to take the outside threat, and now 20 is put into a weird situation where he's got to figure out who his guy is. He's going to actually take this crosser here, but again, watch how this play develops and watch how open that Hollywood Brown gets. So again, he's going to cross over the middle. He's going to go under this receiver. That way he gets that leverage, and he gets a little bit of a pick here. 20 can't even do anything. And then you have this crosser. I mean, boom. Perfect play call. Hollywood is so quick. Get that quick drag out in space, and now boom. He's a guy that can just make any play happen at any point in time. Good job getting him out of bounds there. But a guy who, once the football is in his hands, he's a threat to score every single time. And then you look at the same thing for Xavier Worthy. Here at the top of your screen, you're going to see insane off coverage. Now, in the NCAA, you can get away with this at some points in time, but other times you can't. Now, in this play specifically, what they're going to do here is just throw him the football, right? So much room to go, so much room to work with here. And watch what he does with this football, right? 10-10, 4 minutes or 14 minutes left to go in this ball game. Just going to go to the outside. Use my speed. If you take a bad pursuit angle, you're screwed. And that's exactly what happens. Breaks the tackle, and then there he goes off to the races. Guys, you talk about 2 guys, Hollywood, Xavier Worthy. When the football is in their hands, I mean, good luck. Anything can happen. They can go all the way. They can score a touchdown. I mean, dude, these guys are going to be dynamic. Not only because they're in Kansas City, not only because they're playing with Patrick Mahomes, but the talent around them is going to create one-on-one coverage a lot of the time. Hollywood, Worthy, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce. This is going to be the most overpowered team in football. Now, real quickly, guys, before we break down more film here on Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown and get into the rookie minicamp segment, do me a quick little favor. Hit that like button just so we can get this video out to more Chiefs fans around the world. But also, subscribe to the channel as you see an excellent route here by Xavier Worthy, and then use his speed. Boom, excellent. But yeah, subscribe if you're new. Join the family. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And if you guys haven't checked out my last 2 Chiefs videos, I would be surprised if you didn't, because those videos went crazy. I think one of them got 80,000 views. The other one got like another like 25. So go check out the rookie minicamp videos. It's all the highlights over there if you guys want to see more of that film from rookie minicamp. But keep in mind, OTAs. I'm going to be covering OTAs. I'm going to be covering minicamp, mandatory minicamp, training camp, preseason, regular season, everything you guys can think of, I've got you guys covered. So join the family, turn on post notifications, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the, or actually, let's get back into this video. Now, for some reason, people think that Xavier Worthy is just a speed threat. He's really not. I feel like he's so much more than that. On this play specifically, watch him run what seems to be a post or even like a deep slant here, right? Now, what's important to notice is his head turn. Once his head turns, then this DB's head turns, right? And once this DB's head turns, it's over. You already lost, because once he turns back around, Xavier Worthy is running a different route, puts that foot in the ground, gets to the right corner of the pylon end zone, and gets a wide open touchdown. A beautiful grab here. And also, I believe he gets 2 feet in as well. This is going to be a lot more than just a speed threat that can get behind a defense. This is a guy that can actually run really good routes here. Now we're going to get into the red zone territory, right? Good 4-step break in. Now a whip route, boom, absolutely destroys his DB and gets a wide open touchdown. I mean, hey, I cannot wait to see what they do on the field together, right? Talk about all these guys on one team together. Oh my God, it's gonna open a lot of eyes. Now, if you ask me, rookie minicamp actually went relatively well here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Worthy did start off with a couple of drops, which are making a lot of people concerned. But then again, relax. Let's get things going up and running with pads and whatnot, and see how he does in the dog days of training camp. Because nothing really matters until then, right? But you also have some guys standing out. I think they love what they have in Kingsley. I think Kingsley and Morris are going to have a big-time training camp battle in terms of who is going to be the starting left tackle. And part of me believes Kingsley could win it. It might not be week 1, but week 4, 5, 6, I think he could be a guy to step up and be a full-time starter going forward. And then you talk about the potential of Jared Wiley. I think he's a guy that they do have hopes for. Travis Kelce does look like he'll be here for another year or 2 potentially. So I think they're just trying to build up potential for down the line with Jared Wiley and Irv Smith. But there's 2 guys really standing out defensively that they really like, man. Jaden Hicks and Kamal Hayden have been guys that they've been raving about, man. I mean, a couple of these DBs are doing really good in red zone work, 7-on-7s versus Worthy in terms of just sticky coverage. Watch out for those guys in training camp, minicamp, and all that, bro. Those guys can definitely, take a major step up and maybe even become full-time players for this team, not only on special teams, but on this defense as well. Now, there's one other guy who's been getting a lot of work on special teams, a guy who is not really too familiar with the game of football completely, hasn't played too much, but is very familiar with rugby. That is Rees Zammit. This is a guy who they also do like, man. The speed, the burst jumps off the tape right away. In rugby, he was one of the most athletic, one of the most, electrifying players in their league. And now he's joining the Super Bowl champion Chiefs for back-to-back seasons. And, this couldn't be a more perfect landing spot for him to develop, to continue to learn the game and play with Patrick Mahomes as a running back, wide receiver, kind of Swiss Army knife return man, a guy who could do a bunch of different things. I'm not sure if he's going to be a return man at the end of the day. I feel like he's got a lot of work to do in that area, but they are testing it out right now. I think Worthy, maybe Deneric Prince and Montrell Washington, Kadarius Toney could be guys splitting a lot of reps here at kick return, but watch out for Rees Zammit. They love him so far, and they think that his speed, athleticism jumps off the tape right away. We'll see if that can continue to develop. But guys, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. More film breakdown coming out soon, more Chiefs videos coming out soon, and other than that, OTAs, minicamp, training camp, got you guys covered. Join the family, and I'll see you guys during OTAs, which should be a couple of weeks away. And also, if you guys want a part 2 of this, me breaking down Kamal Hayden or Jaden Hicks, let me know in the comments down below for a part 2, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.